Hello everyone, and this is BioPhoenix here, and today we're going to be doing something very different. So this was something I actually found randomly, and this was a list on the website List Challenge, where basically you just gotta fill out like whatever it is on the list and you get ranked for it. And this is one on the PS1 games Iceberg, which as you can see here in the description, it says PS1 has some of the weirdest and wonderful games, and there's so many because you can put whatever you want into the system, and that is pretty damn true, because as you know, there's like a shit ton of games on PS1. Like, there's even still games that even I'm still like finding out about. It's crazy. But anyways, so yeah, so this was an idea that was given to me by a channel that I've actually been watching a lot. I'll give you a quick shout out here, and that is Bidya Blue Gaming. He's a really good YouTube channel that I just found out about recently, that he does some like really good in-depth reviews on like PS1 games. And when I was sharing this list around on like different Discords, he suggested to me that, you know, I should do a video on it, and I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. I'll definitely do it, and I can like kind of talk about all the different games on here. So hopefully I won't go too long-winded on this, and of course I'll link I'll link this site in the description for this video so you guys can try it out yourselves, and you know, maybe you guys can also do video responses. That would actually be a lot of fun. So anyways, let's just get started. Alright, so obviously I'm not gonna go over a lot of these, because you know, these are games that like everyone freaking knows about, because you know, Final Fantasy VII, Tekken, you know, Spyro the Dragon, all the classic games. I've played all these. You know, then, you know, Rayman I've played. Yeah, I've rented that game a lot. You know, Oddworld was another game I rented. You know, Frogger, yeah. Croc, Pepsi Man, fuck yeah, I've played that. It's kind of funny that's actually on here. And then there's Silent Hill, Parasite Eve, you know, Siphon Filter, the game with the fucking taser that lights people on fire, Twisted Metal I played, and this is a game that I actually haven't played, so I'm not gonna check mark that one off. But I don't know, it's a racing game though. Protocross, I played a bit of it, not a lot, but I played it a little. Ridge Racer I definitely played, you know, Parappa the Rappa, Pac-Man World, yep. Ape Escape is one I played a little bit of, but not a lot, but I played it a little, so, you know, I'll mention it. Dance Dance Revolution, well, I definitely have played some Dance Dance Revolution in my time, but I've never played it on a PS1, so I'm not going to count that one. Hercules, I actually have played, weirdly enough. I remember my sister rented that game, and I remember it had like this like part where it was kind of like a fast runner part, sort of like Pepsi Man, but you know, it was 2D, and I remember it being like really hard though. You know, Rugrats, Search for Reptar I haven't played, but I did have a demo disc that had the the video preview of it, and it was just the intro, but just with like PS1 graphics. But yeah, I never actually played it. IQ Intelligence Cube I have played before. In fact, that's actually a pretty rare game apparently. Gex I've played. Beatmania, well, I've played it in the arcade, but never on PS1, so I won't count that. Medieval I've definitely played. Unfortunately, I have played this game, so I guess I'm also have to mark that one off, right? Wipeout I've played, Klonoa I've played a bit of, LSD I've played a lot of times. I probably played that game more times than probably most people have. Vid Ribbon I played a little bit of. It's a pretty cool little, like wireframe looking game. Xenogears I played, Rascal I played, I remember renting that years ago. Glover I played mostly on N64, but I did play a little bit of it on PS1, so I can count that. And Chicken Run, well, I've never played it, but I can say that it's a game that I have seen many times on store shelves, and I never got it, because even though I did like the movie as a kid, I never got suckered into buying it, because I had a feeling it was going to be a shit game. Well, you never know, maybe it might not be shit, but I just assume it would be. Nightmare Creatures I've definitely played. Fifth Element, great film, but never played the game. Jumping Flash definitely played. Time Crisis I've played. Point Blank I've never played. Unfortunately, I have played this M&M's game because someone told me to stream it one time, and I did, so there you go. Suikoden I've played, Tomba I've played, Micro Machines I've played, Busted Group I've played, Armored Core, hell yeah, Bloody Roar, yes. No One Can Stop Mr. Domino, yes. I actually really like that game a lot. This game I've never played, so I won't mark that. Devil Dice I've played. 40 Winks, I've tried it out once, because out of curiosity, and it's okay. Kingsley Adventure I played a little bit of. That's actually a game I would like to, play more of at some point. Brave Fencer Musashi, that's another game I played, and that's another one that I've never actually beat, but I should. So, yeah, these two are definitely games that I will try to play through one day. This game I've never actually played, but I do have a ROM of it, though, but I just never tried it out. Mort the Chicken I've never played, but I always thought that it just looked stupid. Punky Skunk, unfortunately, I have played, and it sucks. Skull Monkeys I played, and it doesn't suck. Fix the Adventure I have played. In fact, if you look at this picture, he kind of looks like a fox, but then when you look at his full body, he's like this, like, ugly, like, naked mole rat. It's very weird, but yeah. And then I played this, Disruptor. That's a pretty underrated game. Then Tobal #1 I played. Iron Hander I have played, and I'll be honest, I know this is gonna piss off a lot of people, but I kind of don't like it that much. I feel like there's so many other shoot-'em-ups on the system that are just way better than that game. Like this game, like Harmful Park. Like, I think this game is, like, way better than that one, honestly. Rollaway I've played. In fact, I reviewed it, and that's a game that's super addicting. It's actually a lot of fun. Then Tail Concerto I actually beat for the first time last year, and I liked it. Gabal Screen? Okay, I haven't played this, but I have heard of it before. It's actually this, like, really weird, trippy game. I've actually wanted to play it for the What the Fuck stream, but just never got around to it. Maybe the next one I'll definitely will. Silhouette Mirage I've definitely played. In fact, I even own a physical copy of it still. Adventures of Little Ralph I've played. That's another very underrated game. And then we got Echo Knight I've played. I actually beat that 2 years ago. Rising Zen, the Samurai Gunman, that's a great game. Kingsfield I definitely played. Donpachi definitely played. This game I played too. It's like this like arena fighting game where everything looks all like paper-ish. It's made by Treasure, if I'm not mistaken. Hugo I've never played, but I know it's based after a Norway comic strip, I think, or cartoon shit. I don't know, somewhere in Europe. And then Moon I've never played, but I've always wanted to try this one out. And then Oh No I have played, and it's like this like really other like weird as shit game that's actually kind of fun. Alright. Crime Crackers I have played, but that's a game I wish got fan translated, because it's like a first-person shooter that has like RPG elements into it, and yeah, it's actually kind of cool looking, but I will say the controls in it do take some time to get used to, though. Okay, this game I've never played before. In fact, I never even heard of it until I saw it on here. K-No Notam I have played before. It's like this like hot air balloon looking game. In fact, I actually mentioned it in one of my videos because a lot of people got mixed up with the artist who did the cover art. IS Intersection, yes, I played that. That's a really cool one. Aquanauts I've never played. Ghoul Panic I've never played, but I have heard of it. Kyujin, surprisingly, I have played that. That's actually a pretty interesting shoot-'em-up where you're like a kid on a vacuum. Tale of the Sun I've never played, but I've heard a lot about that one. Music 2000, now, I don't know... I know for a fact I've never played it, but I want to say... I know my friend on YouTube, Tyler Stevenson, I know he used to love the shit out of this, like... this PS1 game where you can, like, create your own music, and I don't know if this is the same game or not. It might be something different, but I know it sounds like something that's similar. Cosmic Race I've never played, but the cover art looks kind of neat. Adventures of Lomax I played, that's another very cool game. Very hard, but it's pretty cool. I love the animation in it. Mad Panic Coaster, I've reviewed that, and it's a lot of fun. Really badass game, but also very hard as well. Shadow Tower I have played, and unfortunately I didn't like it much, but the sequel is so much fucking better, so you guys should play that one instead. Gunner's Heaven, aka, has another name to it, but I forget, but I have played it, though. Devilman I played a little bit of on stream, and it seemed pretty cool, but it's one of those games that's kind of hard to figure out what you're doing, so I wish it got fan translated. Descenshi Go, the train simulation game, I've never played, but I've seen a lot of videos on it, and it looks amusing. Floating Runner I have played. Hermie, Hopperhead I have played. That's a pretty cool platformer. Jinx I've never played before, but I have seen it. It looks weird. Panzer Bandit I played. That's a really awesome beat-em-up. Fox Junction I did try out a little bit, because I did wanted to review that game, but unfortunately it is like an RPG-ish, and it's kind of hard to know what you're doing. Resenda Falls I did a video on, and it's interesting, but kinda jank. But it does have its cool shit, though. Hakeo I've definitely have reviewed. It's definitely one of, like, the best, worst games I've ever played. Then Eblard Jiken, I want to say that's that Eblard game that I reviewed, because that doesn't have the same title, but if it is the same game, I'll count it. If not, then, well, bullshit. Hanabi Fantast, I've never played that. Chrono Postnin, I've played this. This is actually a pretty addicting little game. Like, you know, like that bonus stage from Sonic 1, where like you have to like move around like the whole stage. It's kind of like that, and it's kind of addicting. Brightest, I think I did stream this game once, if this is the game I'm thinking of. I would look it up right now, but, you know, I don't feel like doing all that shit. But I'm pretty sure this is the game I'm thinking of, though. Gaia Seed I have played. It's an okay shoot-'em-up. I like the name of it, though. I always thought the name was fucking cool. Rapid Angel I have played. In fact, you can actually get that game off of PS3's PSN, which is how I played it originally. Planet Dub I've never played, but I have heard of it. Baldi's I've never played, but I think it's like a Lemmings clone. Germs I have played twice, and that is a game that has a Spanish translation, which is interesting. Community Palm I've never played, but I know a little bit about it. Doko Demo, ICO I've never played, but yes, that's where that weird cat thingy that I'm sure you've seen on the PS3 avatars, that's where that came from. Egg I've never played. This fucking game I've never played either, but I have seen it before and I thought it looked dumb as shit. Though I'm sure there are going to be some people that would be all up for that, but not for me. I'm not into the gross out shit. D I definitely have played, though I've played it on Sega Saturn though, so I don't know. Nah, I won't count it this time, because I never played it on PS1, and this is just a PS1 list. And unfortunately, none of these I've never played. And hell, even for Serial Experiments Lane, I still haven't even seen the anime, which I know is something I definitely do want to do. Twin Goddesses, unfortunately, I have played this game, and it sucks complete ass. It's actually like the worst fighting game I've ever played on the system. Yes, I actually think it's even worse than the Star Wars fighting game, which, yes, that game isn't good, but compared to this game, that game is a fucking masterpiece. That's saying a lot. This game I have played. This is a very interestingly weird, like, game where it's, like, very aesthetic looking, has, like, a lot of bright colors and shit, but all you do is that you have to try to, like, defuse a bomb. But it's really weird, but it's one that I kind of hope gets fan-translated one day, because it's just one of those quirky, weird games. Kitchen Panic I played. That's a pretty cool platformer where you get to play as a potato. I haven't played this. Planet Lakita, I have played this. It's a decent shoot 'em up, but the cover art looks pretty shitty though. But it's actually a lot better than how it looks though. This game I haven't played, but I have heard of it. It actually looks like a pretty cool little dungeon crawler. This game I haven't played. I think that's a simulation game if I'm not mistaken. Pet in the TV I never played. Mephilis, I have played this. That's a pretty interesting shoot 'em up. And Tokyo Insect Zoo I've never played. Okay, this fucking game, Sagari Lajiri, whatever the fuck. I have played this game on stream during the What the Fuck stream, and I can say that is one of the few games that, when I was playing it for a decent amount of time, it actually gave me a headache. That rarely ever happens, so yeah, just be warned, like, that game will hurt your brain. But man, was it hilarious. Okay, I've never played this, but I know this is from the same people that made, that Moon game. Okay, Paranoia Escape, I have played this. This is actually a pretty, cool-looking pinball game. It's heavy metal as fuck. Overblood, I have played that. I actually did a stream at one time, and it was hilarious. The whole, like, every time when you die, when you fall off a ledge, he makes, like, the most hilarious screaming sound. It just always makes me laugh. And of course, Peepo, the robot companion. He's just fucking great. Peepo! This game I have played a little bit of. This is a game that actually got fan-translated fairly recently. It's like a weird, like, occult, like, shooting gallery type game. It's kind of hard to explain. I maybe might review that one at some point. Okay, that game I haven't played. Baroque, I have played the original, but not on PS1. I played it on the Saturn, so yeah, I won't count it here. Daysmon I have played. In fact, I think I got that game on PSN. And MGG, I have played this. This is a game I really want to review because it actually looks really interesting, but unfortunately it's one of those games that hasn't been translated into English yet. It does have a Spanish translation, so hopefully soon. And yes, it is one I want to review. Tokyo, which is whatever the fuck. This is a game made by the same dude that made LSD. I haven't played it, but I have the ROM of it though. Dark Tales from the Lost Souls. Now, this is a game, when I saw this list, I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? And I looked into it, and it actually looks pretty bitchin', I'm not gonna lie. I actually kind of want to review that one, but I haven't played it. I haven't played Battle Masters either, but, yeah, look at those little titties right there. We got Night Raid, that's a pretty dope game. Jellyfish, I've never played that shit. Goo Goo Soundly, never played this either, but it is from Humans, so that's interesting. Hybrid I have played, it's like an FPS type game that was actually released in Europe. Okay, this weird as shit looking cover game I actually have played a little bit of just to see what it was like, and then I found out it was a visual novel and was like, oh, well, so much for me trying to understand this shit. But yeah, that's a game I've actually wanted to mention in one of my, games I wish got fan translated, just because it looks so fucking bizarre. Okay, this game I've never played. This game, I remember seeing the cover art, and I thought it looked fucking awesome. And then when I looked into it, I found out that it was a quiz game, and I'm just like, yep, nope, not playing that. This is like a pet simulation game, never played. Mermanoid, I don't know if that's how it's said. That's actually like a mermaid RPG that looks really interesting. I might actually mention that in a games I wish got fan translated. Baby Universe, I've never played. Wonder Trek, I actually do have a ROM of that, but never played it. Pipe Dream 3D, I've never played. I definitely played some Simple Series shit on the PS1, so I can definitely count that. Neku Zamura I've never played, but I have heard of it. It's like another, like, adventure type of game, but I do like the graphics in it. Cartoon Kun, never played this. I have played Unstacked. It's a pretty, it's hard to explain it, but it's sort of like a Tetris game, but it's also like a Rubik's Cube type deal. It's very unique. Alright, never played the, yeah, this is where it gets to, like, the super obscure shit. So, these I've never played. This I have played, though. Oddity. I remember seeing the name of it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I found out it's like a, what's that game? Space Harrier? Yeah, it's kind of like Space Harrier, but you're like this, like, weird dude. The Drugstore. Yeah, never played that. Never played any of these. Never played these. Although I have heard of Yellow Brick Road. It's like a, you know, Wizard of Oz type game, and it's published by Acclaim, apparently. And, believe it or not, I have played this. In case you're wondering what the fuck this is a demo disc for the company ASCII. And the reason why I played this, because I saw the cover art randomly, and I thought it looked funny, because it's like, you know, you got this Asian chick, and she has, like, a plate with, like, PS1 games, and then there's, like, a fucking panda bear playing a PS1. I don't know, I just thought the cover art looked hilarious, but then it turned out it was just a demo disc, and it was like, oh, shit. But, yeah, it's kind of interesting, though. Alright, now show my results, because we're done here. I don't know, should I count this? I got 106 out of, 176. Damn. That's insane, dude. Yeah, so that's my score. I ranked number 1 out of 50 users on this list. What the shit? So, yeah, that's all my results. So, yeah, if you guys want to take part of this, like I said, I'm going to link it in the description. And, yeah, maybe I might do more of these, because, you know, I see a couple interesting ones here, like every song by the Beatles, and, like, 101 albums. I don't know, those could make for some interesting videos. So, yeah, as again, thank you, Big Blue Gaming, for suggesting this idea. And, of course, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you all have a great day, and thanks for watching and commenting.